Welcome to this tutorial on how to create nuclear wasteland bases.
For this tutorial you will need Astrogranite Debris, Valhallan Blizzard, Agrax Earthshade, Caliban Green, Nurgle's Rot, Tyrant Skull and Abaddon Black. So the first thing we want to do is we want to coat the entire of the base in Astrogranite Debris. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a good dollop of this out of the pot, and then we're just going to start pasting it on. So now the Astrogranite Debris is on the base, whilst it's still wet, what we want to do is we want to take our texture spreader and then we just want to kind of make some kind of like little pools in the debris that we've already put down. And this is where our kind of our little kind of swampy bits are going to go. So you just kind of want to clear some space just by pushing it around, and then you can kind of just like mess up the little piles that you've got just by stabbing at it, really. So there we go. Now we've got our kind of pools. What we're going to see is when we get our swamp on there, we're going to have the green in here, here and here. So what you want to do is you want to leave that to dry, depending on where you are, the temperature outside. Might take a couple of hours, might take 45 minutes. But yeah, leave that to dry until it's completely dry. Once the Astrogranite Debris is really dry, what we want to do is we want to take a very thorough wash of Agrax Earthshade. And you just want to coat it all over the model. Well, all over the base, not the model. That would ruin your paint job. So just really just layer it on. You do not need to be careful at this stage. Just be extremely liberal. Big brush loads. So now that the Agrax Earthshade is dry, what we want to do is we want to give the base a all over dry brush of Tyrant Skull. We can be relatively heavy with this, or light to taste. But this will just bring out the kind of the tops of the ground and give us a nice highlight. Now that that dry brush is complete, what we want to do is we want to take some Caliban Green, and in those little kind of pools that we left, what we want to do is we just want to paint the Caliban Green in there, and this will act as a base for our swampy bits. Once the Caliban Green is dry, what we want to do is we want to take some Nurgle's Rot, and we just want to start painting it over where we put the Caliban Green. And the next step is to use some Valhallan Blizzard on the base, just to kind of almost, give it like a little bit of, just to break up the colour, but also, because it's a nuclear wasteland. So you don't want very much, you want kind of like this much, and then you kind of just want to just like almost dry texture spread it on, so like you would kind of with a dry brush. So you can get like a dollop on there and kind of just push it around and just lightly kind of running the Valhallan Blizzard over the top, because I don't want, particularly for this guy, I don't want like huge snow drifts, because it's supposed to kind of only be a light dusting. And once the Valhallan Blizzard is finished, it looks somewhat like that. So this is now finished. The last thing to do is just to neaten up the rim of the base with a little bit of Abaddon Black. But you could use you could use any colour you wanted, really, to match the rest of your army. Just use this Abaddon Black now to kind of neaten up any splodges you might have made, or if you've got a kind of, as you would traditionally have with contrast paints, if you've got a Wraithbone or Grey Seer rim, just whack some Abaddon Black over that just to kind of make it look, well, finished. there we go. So there we are. The entire unit of suppressors is based and finished. And I think they look pretty fantastic, if I do say so myself. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy this basing tutorial. Next up, we will be doing some more painting tutorials, possibly some Chaos Space Marines or something. Anyway, subscribe, comment, like, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.